The Sutra of Medicine Buddha, Part 4. Translated into English by the Shan International Translation Center. Read by Miao Guang from the Shan Institute of Humanistic Buddhism. At that time, the world-honored one spoke to Ananda, saying, "Thus I praise all the virtues of the world-honored Medicine Buddha of pure crystal radiance. This virtuous state is shared by all Buddhas as a result of their deep and profound practice. But it is very difficult for ordinary people to understand. How about you, Ananda? Do you trust this?" Ananda replied, "World-honored one, with regard to the sutra spoken by the Buddha, I have absolutely no doubts concerning it." "Why is that so?" "Because all the activities proceeding from the Buddha's body, speech, and mind are already completely pure. Even though the sun and moon may fall from the sky, even though the tallest mountain may collapse, the words of every Buddha are not subject to change. World-honored one, there are many beings who are not equipped with the roots of faith. Upon hearing the description of the profound state shared by all Buddhas, these beings question why such a multitude of remarkable benefits would accrue to one who simply contemplates and recites the title of the Medicine Buddha of pure crystal radiance. Due to this lack of trust, they even go so far as to engage in slander. As a result, they remain in the endless darkness of ignorance, thus losing the opportunity for great benefit and happiness, and repeatedly fall into the various lower realms." The Buddha thus spoke to Ananda. For those particular sentient beings, if they hear the titles of the world-honored Medicine Buddha of pure crystal radiance, and upon them, without doubt and bewilderment, there is no point in even being concerned about falling into lower realms of rebirth. Ananda, this is the deep and profound practice of all Buddhas, found difficult to believe and understand by most. Your comprehension of this can be ascribed to the power of the Buddha's practices as well, Ananda. All Shravakas, Pratyeka Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas who have not yet ascended the first of the 10 stages of Bodhisattva development are not yet able to understand and know the true nature of this practice. Only those Bodhisattvas who will attain Buddhahood in their next life are capable of true understanding. Ananda, It is difficult to be reborn in human form. Having faith and respect in the Triple Gem is also not easy. Most difficult to achieve, however, is the opportunity to hear the titles of the world-honored Medicine Buddha of pure crystal radiance. Ananda, the Medicine Buddha of pure crystal radiance, has practiced endless bodhisattva spiritual disciplines, as well as developed innumerable wonderful, skillful means, and achieved numerous great vows. Were I to elaborate on this Buddha's disciplines, skillful means, and vows for one kalpa or more, I could not describe them completely, for they are vast and limitless. Subsequently, a great bodhisattva named Rescuing Aid Bodhisattva arose from the audience. With bared right shoulder and bowing upon his right knee with joined palms, he respectfully said to the Buddha, "Great, virtuous, world-honored one, during the period of semblance Dharma, there will be many sentient beings who will be trapped by various kinds of suffering and adversity. They will experience long periods of illness and grow weak and feeble. Unable to eat and drink, their lips and throats will be parched and dry. No matter where they look, they shall see only darkness and exhibit all the symptoms of approaching death. Their mothers, fathers, relatives, and friends will gather around them, weeping and wailing. However, unaware of all the concern that surrounds them, those on their deathbeds will be experiencing the arrival of the Judgment King of Hell's messenger, who escorts the consciousness of those who are dying into the presence of the King. Subsequently, these beings clearly recollect all their own deeds, both good and bad, record them, and deliver their list of deeds to the Judgment King of Hell. Thereafter, the king will interrogate them, and after considering the number of good and bad deeds, he will deliver an appropriate decision concerning their lives. If, at that time, the parents, relatives, and friends of those who are sick take refuge in the world-honored Medicine Buddha of pure crystal radiance, request many monastics to recite this sutra, light 7 layers of lamps, display the 5 colored longevity banners, or undertake any similar practices on behalf of those who are sick, their consciousnesses could return after 7, 21, 35, or 49 days. When their consciousnesses return, it is like waking up from a dream. Through this experience, they remember all their good and bad deeds, as well as the karmic retribution, thus proving to themselves the connection between cause and effect. Afterwards, they will no longer engage in activities that create bad karma. Therefore, all good men and women of pure faith should receive and uphold the titles of the Medicine Buddha of pure crystal radiance according to their ability, and respectfully make offerings to him. Then Ananda asked Rescuing Aid Bodhisattva, how should one make offerings to the Buddha? Furthermore, concerning the longevity banners and lamps, how should one engage in this type of activity? Rescuing Aid Bodhisattva said, Great virtuous one, if there are sick people who seek relief from their suffering, those who care about them can, on their behalf, uphold the 8 purification precepts for 7 days and nights. According to their means, they can make offerings of food, drink, and other materials needed to monastics. Throughout the day, they can bow and make offerings before the world-honored Medicine Buddha of pure crystal radiance. Recite this sutra 49 times and light 49 lamps. They can create 7 images of the Buddha and place 7 lamps in front of each. The glow from each lamp should be as large as the circumference of the wheel of a cart, and the radiant brightness should never be extinguished during the 49 days. They can assemble the splendid 5-colored longevity banners, each of which is composed of 49 3-finger-length sections. Also, they can set free 49 living beings of various kinds. Through these activities, sick individuals are supported in overcoming danger and distress, and are immune to being held hostage by any evil spirit. Again, Ananda, if calamities such as epidemics, invasions, internal rebellions, strange changes in constellations, solar and lunar eclipses, untimely wind and rain, or drought arise in a country, the ruler of that country should give rise to the heart and mind of compassion for all sentient beings and grant amnesty to all who are imprisoned. In reference to what I have previously suggested concerning offerings, they also can make offerings to the world-honored Medicine Buddha of pure crystal radiance on behalf of all sentient beings. Because of these good roots and the strength of the Buddha's original vows, that country will be able to quickly attain peace and stability. The wind and rain will arrive according to season, and the harvest will be bountiful. All sentient beings will be free from illness and experience happiness. In the midst of this country, there will be no yakshas, demons, and other spirits that harass sentient beings. And all evil phenomena will instantly disappear. Because the ruler engages in these activities on behalf of the populace, he shall remain energetic and enjoy a life free from illness in perfect ease. Ananda, if the king, queen, the king's consorts, the prince, high-ranking officials, prime ministers, palace servants, officials, and the general public become troubled by illness or other difficulties, these people should assemble the 5-colored longevity banners and light the lamp of continuous illumination. They also should set free a multitude of sentient beings, scatter multicolored flowers, and light numerous types of incense. Thereafter, they shall recover from the illness they have suffered and be released from their many difficulties.